first, Spider-Man goes from saving goals to setting them. The career of Brian Spider-Man Baloyi is well and truly documented in the history books, but it started from humble beginnings.
I think myself in particular, coming from Alex, was lucky that there's always been a couple of players coming from Alex playing in the pros, even from in the 70s and the 80s, you know. So we always had people to look up to. We always had people that played at pro level, and we'd go down to the stadium and watch them training there on their own. I think for many years, Alex has produced great players, international players, you know.
You know you've reached legendary status in SA football when the fans of the beautiful game decide to change your name. Brian was elevated from goalkeeper to superhero by the followers of Super Diski.
Some of the supporters back in the day at Kaizer Chiefs, they kind of decided they wanted to give me my own new nickname. They came up with Spider-Man. And when I asked one of the guys the reason was, he said, because the spiders, they build their webs in the goals, in the top corners. So the guy said, that's why they came up with Spider-Man. Remember, at first I was not happy with the name. Just like any nickname, a lot of times you're always not happy with it, but I embraced it and I'm happy really. And it's not every player that comes into the game and you start not only your own legacy, but a nickname. I think in football, especially in South Africa with us, it's a very important thing as a player to have a nickname. Even us when we're younger, I mean, when we play, we always call ourselves with, you know, all different names. So I would say I'm happy that I was able to rewrite the history books and then have my own.
It's been 7 years since Rabubi signed for Sundowns.
It's been a roller coaster ride. There's ups and downs. The positives, they're far better than the downs, and I've had the greatest times here and been enjoying my football. I couldn't have had it any other way.
In 20 years of football, Baloyi has achieved almost everything in domestic soccer. He represented his country in the FIFA World Cup as well as CAF competitions. He's tasted PSL glory with Sundowns, but at 37, Spidey is no spring chicken.
The bones are really getting tired. The mind too. I'm one of the few lucky players that attend professional at an early age. I turned pro at 17. So now it's been 20 years as a pro, and football has been good to me. I've been lucky in the sense that I've never had career-threatening injuries. So I think that's one of the things that has kept me going, that has allowed me to be able to play for this long. Some people say goalkeepers play until they're 40 and all this. I say it's always different strokes for different folks. It doesn't mean we'll all play until we're 40. We didn't all turn pro at 17. Some of them turned pro in their 20s. But at 37, realistically, I feel I played my part. I feel it's about time I pass on the baton to the next generation. I've been preparing myself for the last couple of years, and I've been waiting for the signs. I believe I've seen enough. It's not easy. It hasn't been easy for me to come to that decision, really, to say, you know what, I've had enough. But realistically, I know that all good things come to an end at some point. I still want to play a big part within the game. As much as I'm nervous about going into the next phase, I'm excited. I think going forward, still being part of the club, I would really work towards helping the club, making sure that one day we realize the dream of winning the Champions League. I mean, just the other day I was sitting with friends and cousins that are like Chiefs fans, Pirates fans, and I was saying to them, what makes a great club? What makes a big club? And we came up with a whole lot of arguments, but I said to them, I mean, anywhere else in the world, the great clubs are judged by winning the league. And I said to them, each and every club, like your Manchester's, your Barcelona, Madrid, so when they win the league, they'll tell you, they have it in their books that this is the 18th time, this is the 20th or 30th time. And I said, okay, now let's leave the other 20 years. Let's just start from when we got readmitted into international football from 91 to now. In 20 years, which club has won the league more? And they were just scratching their heads. And I said, Sundowns. Sundowns has won it 5 times, you know. And then clearly Sundowns is a big club. It was the most successful club in the country.
This big club has clearly chosen the right marketing manager.
So it's a very important role, something that I've been looking forward to, something that I've always wanted to do. So I'm very grateful that the club has given me the opportunity to do this. I think when I came to this club, one of the things that brought me to this club was that this club had
potential to grow to be bigger than any other brand in the country. I love this game. From when I was playing the game, I was a fan before I became a pro. I can be able to sit down and think like a fan, and again put my cap as a player as well. Together, if we are able to do that, we can be able to, to take the club forward.
It's been an honor for me to work with Brian, because me and Brian played together. We were in the Bafana team together in the 90s. When Brian was an up-and-coming youngster, I played against him. So it's done a whole turn. I was back together with him as a coach. It's been an honor as he winds down his career. He's had a great career. He's a real legend of South African soccer. He's lived a clean life, set a great example to the kids. So he's done more than just perform on the field, which is very important nowadays. He's a big role model for the youngsters and just for the population in general. So yeah, Brian's contributed immensely to soccer on and off the field. And I know he's going to make a huge success of his life off the field. And I just want to wish him the best of luck. And it was an honor playing against him and to coach him.
Here's to plenty more years at Sundowns for the now bespoke suited Spider-Man.